The battle begins.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Airmech Strikedown 1v1 tournament. Sponsored by Carbon Games, presented by Grizzly Wings, brought to you by OPTV Live. I am your host, Steve, and we are bringing you match U of this tournament. We are once again on Twin Peaks for the round of 32. This match, I believe a very highly anticipated match by the community here because we have none other than ChromeHD versus Insomniac. That is right. Lots of hype for this match here, folks. Let's get the hype train rolling here, guys. We've got ChromeHD flying around in the standard striker on the bottom, clearing out most of the neutrals before he has to go back, heal up a little bit, bring out some units as well. His opponent, Insomniac, flying around in the one, the only, the Beta Bomber, leveling up to level 2 already. And very interestingly, as you guys can see, Insomniac not going the traditional bottom route. Instead, Insomniac is going to take the upper route. He might completely catch ChromeHD off guard if he's able to pull it off, completely wiping out everything here, leveling up just in time. Can he get out of here alive? Oh my god, wow. Such a great try to stay alive there by Insomniac. He does unfortunately go down, but unbelievable try there to stay alive. He goes yum yum. He tasted some of that sweet, sweet XP, and definitely enjoyed the taste of it. Very interestingly, guys, as you can see, one of the only people so far to really use the socket units for levelers down on the field. If these are not noticed, and if they stay alive, this could really potentially put Insomniac at a major advantage so long as he can keep getting experience on the field. However, if ChromeHD does do a scout, goes over there, realizes those levelers are there, and takes them out, it will be a tremendous amount of experience boost for Chrome. Could really uneven the match there. That is one thing on the levelers, is that they do give a tremendous amount of experience points if you do take them out. So Insomniac will really need to be careful with those. Taking those bomber swipers, quickly neutralizing outposts, one-on-one fighting right now on the ground with ChromeHD. Insomniac keeps having to move back and forth so he doesn't get the regeneration off. Does he get out of there? He gets out of there with 2 bars of health to spare, and now bringing in the Mortys. So much interesting on his loadout. If you guys look up here on his loadout right now, 2 infantry units, and a mine, and a jammer, and a leveler. His only real offensive unit is strictly a Gemini and a Seeker. Everything else is very unique style gameplay here, especially seeing boomers and Mortys and the heavy mines, and then the levelers all in one loadout, especially in 1v1 because you have so few things that you can bring. Very interesting choices. We're going to have to see if it works out for him. Chrome trying to secure that kill, but once again, Insomniac just making it back to his outpost in time. However, Chrome has had a lot of time down here to really start working on clearing out and neutralizing some stuff. As you can see, Insomniac still hasn't even cleared out his neutrals yet, whereas Chrome has completely cleared them out and even has units out ready to potentially push on. Insomniac really needs to be careful right now. It is a very unique strategy. This time I don't think he's getting out alive. Let's see. He goes up, but there's no energy yet because he just got that outpost. There's no energy to regenerate him, and because he keeps moving, the regeneration's not quite kicking in the same rate, but he still somehow survives. Unbelievable. I really didn't think he was going to survive that one. Boomer's going off, not too much damage being done. Heavy mines going out on the field. The bane of a lot of Airmech players nowadays, but Insomniac knows that eventually a push will come. And unless Chrome is going to leapfrog all those units over the minefield, it could spell disaster for any type of push that he tries to do. Great strategically play gameplay on these mines. He's using them not as a reactive thing because something's already happening, but he's using them as a strategic element, trying to get the stuff down before the push even happens. And he's not wasting any time. Full-fledged base attack on the 2 corners, doing a little bit of damage. It's not going to do a tremendous amount of damage, but it still does a little something. Chrome does lose that hat in defense as well, so now the fortress completely undefended. Let's see now, does Insomniac decide? Yes, he does. That is what I thought he was going to do. Trying to take advantage of the distraction at the fortress. He brings over these two Geminis to try to neutralize this close outpost. Up, and the Bomber Swirl. He is already up to level 8. Guys, this is the levelers in full action. If you've never really used the levelers before and you've wondered, do they really do something? Can they make a difference, guys? You're seeing it. Insomniac really didn't even clear out all of the neutrals completely, and he is 3 levels above ChromeHD. He's got the levelers out, and he upgraded a lot of dollars into the actual XP boost skill, and he is just massively out-leveling ChromeHD to eventually to a point that it might be too hard for Chrome to deal with. Because as you level up, your attacks get more powerful, and your hit points get higher as well. So you have more survivability, and you do more damage. It could really make things difficult if Chrome can't find the opportunity, the opening that he's looking for. Insomniac using distractions up on the upper outpost, putting pressure onto the bottom outpost, massive bomber swipes everywhere, leveling up once again, getting back up to full health in the process. Yes, you may no longer get full health on each time that you actually level up, but when you're not that damaged to begin with and then you level up, you're in a good shape. Insomniac bringing in those Geminis, putting them over here in the corner where there's not as much that can damage them, but unfortunately the creep wave came in at the same moment, distracted his Geminis from doing what they really wanted to do, and because of that, they really didn't do too much. Jammer out on the field, taking some damage. Not much in the way of defenses. If it wasn't for all these heavy mines, Chrome could easily push right straight through this outpost and straight up to the fortress. There would be really nothing to stop him. But because of those landmines, that strategic play. And guys, this is what separates strategy from just like twitchy kind of gameplay. You know, if you just are constantly reacting to what somebody else does, you're not going to be in as good of a situation. But when you can strategically plan for things ahead of time, Chrome saving that tank when there was like no hit points left whatsoever on it, still keeping it alive. But unfortunately, because of all the constant pressure that Insomniac keeps putting, Chrome doesn't ever get to do anything offensively. His unit cap was maxed out. He's even bringing generators online just to try to get more units out on the battlefield. But once again, trying to get a little bit out, and here it is again. Insomniac at that outpost, neutralizing it out, taking away the extra build queue. Now Chrome is actually over his max limit. Bomber super swipe going on. He is now up to level 10. And he's now up to level 2 on that bomber swipe, but he's not. Oh, I don't think he's going to get out of it this time. Can he dance his way out of this? No, the creeps! The creeps are too much. The creeps are real. They're too much. They take Insomniac down. And this maybe gives Chrome a little bit of an opportunity here. He really needed to get some time in a power play situation to maybe try some opportunity that he can find to break through this and really set himself at his advantage. Because looking on the battlefield, I mean, being realistic, guys, Insomniac really has very little actual units out on the battlefield. It's mainly all in levelers and mines. He only has 2 Seekers, 8 Geminis, whereas Chrome's got 15 Longhorns out on the field. I mean, the mines are what's stopping him right now. And he's finally deciding, you know what, I need to do something about these mines. He's bringing down the ratchets. He's going to let the ratchets do their job, neutralize out those mines, open up the field for him. ChromeHD, fantastic survival, goes up right at the perfect moment, gets away from Insomniac, who is now level 11. Insomniac massively out-leveling Chrome, but Chrome just has the massive unit upkeep advantage. Both these guys at cap, 50 for 50 for Chrome. It was 44 for 44 for Insomniac. Unfortunately, Insomniac's numbers are going down, mainly due to all these mine deactivations. And now with the mine deactivations, Chrome can finally push forward, guys. There is an open path here. There's finally an open path for Chrome. What does he do with it? Can he find some way out of this? Or is all this that now Insomniac's been devoting to building up going to turn out to be too much? Insomniac, fantastic play, hiding the units way off on the radar. Chrome not realizing it, thinking he has like full battlefield control. And now here it comes, guys. Guys, I know it's a tournament, but I'm sorry, I have to do it, guys. This for hell is a train of death. I'm sorry, had to do it, guys, because there is so much in this right now. Going through the top, avoiding most of the Longhorns that are on the bottom, but they are getting obliterated, and there is no mech support because Insomniac is dead. This is Insomniac's all in play, guys. This is like in poker, where you go all in, you push all your chips in. You're even standing up on your feet. He lost it all. The worst time for him to die was during this push. He dies. It's all gone. Chrome, 54 to 22 upkeep out on the battlefield. Chrome at a huge advantage this time around, sacrificing off some tanks to clear out the mine. He knows he has the advantage. He knows he needs to push it right now before Insomniac can recover and rebuild his armies. Right now, Insomniac just doesn't have anything. He's stuck down. Insomniac stuck down on the ground. He dies in the middle of this push. Is this Chrome's game? Did Chrome, even though being massively out-leveled and constantly harassed, did Chrome find the opening that he needs, and is he going to win out? There's only a single Gemini here in defense. Insomniac, due to being level 12, is so long on the respawn. Insomniac trying to build out some Seekers to keep out the mechs, getting down some landmines, but by the time he gets in here, it could be too late. These tanks are already going to be here. The landmines won't be effective. They won't be able to arm. The tanks are here. The damage is going to be real. The only thing Insomniac can really try to do now, use that bomber swipe, since the fact the tanks will be focused on the outpost. He could try to land. He could try to take out the tanks using his bomber swipe. There is no anti-mech presence right here. That's about all that he can do, but the damage is just being done. The damage is too much. I don't see Insomniac getting out of this one. He goes in the front of the tanks instead of the back. He's taken out so many using the swipe. He's up to level 13. Is he going to survive this? He survives! He takes out the entire attack wave! My God! All of those tanks all turn to rubble. There's still some tanks out on the field, but I mean the main push, he survived, but Chrome did use this opportunity to take over this close outpost. He can now just keep dropping the tanks and tanks and tanks and tanks. If he can just keep them alive and keep them coming out, he might be able to secure the win here. The klaxon is going off. 5% of damage. Insomniac in a panic fit of fury, trying to use that swipe bomber whirlwind attack, trying to stay alive, trying to do what he can. 3% left on the base. More Longhorns coming in. Is this the beginning of the end? Insomniac, where is he going? He's trying to block the damage. And that is it. It is just too much. Unbelievable gameplay from both of these players. But in the end, there can only be one winner. That winner is ChromeHD. Looking at the scoreboard here, just unbelievable throughout this entire match. Fantastic match, fantastic gameplay. Really enjoyed it. I really hope the rest of you guys in the community did as well. So anyway, that was Game U of the AirMech Strikedown 1v1 tournament, sponsored by Carbon Games and presented by Grizzly Wing. This was OPTV Live. Stay tuned for Game W.